He don't like it good.
We don't like ice cream.
Hey, it's ice cream socials.
All right, well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Charlotte Carlson, one of the Life Enrichment Directors here. At this time, though, we can give him a warm welcome, but I need to turn it over to Bob Moore, okay?
Well, to let you get to know Shan a little better, I wrote some things up here. Shan came to Indiana in 1983. He was 20 years old and was raised in New Orleans and was traveling around with the United States with the singing group known as the Spurlows at the time. Growing up, Shan attended many schools as his father was in the construction business and moved their house together to many locations. After graduating from high school, Shan attended LSU University, and he is still a loyal Tiger fan. After a short stay in Delphi, Indiana, Shan relocated in Frankfort, taking a job as a youth minister for the First Christian Church here in Frankfort. 1985 rolled around, and for a short time, Shan moved to Denton, Texas, but not for long. He returned to Frankfort, Indiana, and for the past 39 years has called this town and community home. He's a transplanted future. After returning to Frankfort, Shan worked for Shide Doles, Lewis Ford. He decided his passion was to work with youth of our community. So Shan went to work for the Youth of Christ. Shan's passion for our community and the people around him doesn't go unnoticed. Shan has been able to touch many lives through his work he has been involved in. To name a few of the other jobs Shan has held over the years, he's at Side Auto, Tuffy's in Kokomo, Deckers Car Dealership, Youth Director at First Christian Church, Youth for Christ, and taught classes at Christian Heritage. Not to mention, Shan worked as a broadcaster for Casper Radio and as pastor of New Hope Church. Shan came to New Hope in 1987 and stayed until 1991. My notes are in the best order here. Well, anyway, we'll go on. Shan came to New Hope in 1987, left in 1991. He told me, or I heard him say a few weeks back, that when he left, he told God he never wanted to step foot in that building again. Walked out the parking lot and thumbed his nose at us. After New Hope, he went to work for Youth for Christ. Shan is married to wife Tammy, has children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. As busy as Shan is in his many jobs, we know his first prominent priorities are God, his family, LSU football, and the community. In his various jobs, after he became the CFO of Clinton County Chamber of Commerce and has remained in that position for 20 years, longer than any one of his predecessors, following the pastor and his while in this position, he is still securing many boards, Shan, such as Sagamore, Rescue Mission, Crossing, School, Clinton County, under United Way, and many others. Shan, we've waited on you, now you can take over.
Well, thank you, brother.
We want to hear about Glover's ice cream.
Oh, my goodness. Well, brothers, I just asked Mark, I said, is this a roast? And I'm looking around. You're supposed to be at football practice, young man. I pretty much lied for you this afternoon. I said, oh yeah, Cohen's sick. And he said, well, he was at school today. He was at school today. And I said, well, he's sick. He told me he was sick. I know he was sick because his mama's sick, his sister's sick, and you're all here. A bunch of liars is what you are. Wow. It's amazing. Hey, I am thrilled. You know, look, I thank you very much. This is very kind, and I greatly appreciate it. But there is no... there is not enough words to express how much I love Clinton County and how much I love Frankfort and the people here in this community. You embraced me in 1983 and I left for a short time, as Bob said, but and he got some of that, that's a little shaky on some of those facts. But that's okay. But, when we had the opportunity to leave, it was a God thing. God just kept saying, I want you back. Just come back to Clinton County. Come back to Clinton County. And I came back to Clinton County. I said, Lord, when I was in Denton, Texas, I said I would come back even if I had to dig ditches. Well, guess what? Jim Bricker, as soon as I came back, Jim Bricker called me and said, hey, I need a job. And I said, yeah, I could use a job. He says, good. We're building those new duplexes that Larry and Kathy lived in there on Wesley Manor, and we're building those foundations, and I need people to help me with the foundation. And I walked out on the job. He threw a shovel. He said, do you know how to dig a ditch? I said, looked up to the Lord, and I said, you have quite the sense of humor. But I appreciate God giving me the opportunity to be here in Clinton County. And I am so thankful for the people that God has surrounded us. I don't think, folks, and Mark gets this from a state legislative position. I have lived all over the country. I'd say this sincerely with great, great humility. There is no greater place to live, and I would not, and I could choose, I've chosen to live in other places, but I've chosen to live here because of the people of this community. I see the mayor. I thought I saw the mayor. Did I see the mayor? Yes. Did I see her? I mean, we talk about this all the time. There is just no greater, you people make, you don't understand the sincerity. Look, do we have our disagreements? Absolutely. We don't always agree. My wife and I don't agree a lot of time, most of the time, but we still, are together. But I tell you, I appreciate all what you stand for in this great country. You make America. You make our country. And this is what our country is all about, is being able to come together and have some ice cream, okay? And that's what we're going to do. I assume we're having ice cream. That was the reason that I was asked to be here. And I'm talking about Glover's ice cream. So is that the reason I'm supposed to talk about Glover's ice cream? So I'm going to get on with it real quick. Let me just tell you, 1925, Foster Glover decided that he didn't want to be a soda jerk anymore, and he decided that he could make some ice cream and sell it on a train in Frankfort, Indiana. And that's over there by the Midway. He made ice cream, and then he made ice cream sandwiches, and he went out and sold them on the passenger trains. We used to have a lot of passenger trains that came through Frankfort, Indiana, and he would sell those ice cream sandwiches. At one time, you know the history better than I do, many of you do, but we had 7 dairies in this community. We had, I can't name them all, but I can tell you they were all very well served and was well respected. Glover's pretty much outlasted all of them in the business from 1925. When Steve and Kathy decided to sell in 2019, I was a part of that whole deal, and I thought it was going to go fine and go well. Unfortunately, some things just didn't work out, and it left us in a situation this year to look at the opportunity. And I'm going to tell you, there are no greater partners that I could ask for than Tony Del Real, David Meek, Juan, and Tony Reyes. They are the quintessential essence. They're not only partners, they're like brothers. We fight and we talk and we communicate. We make fun of. We are like brothers. And here's the whole purpose. They wanted to save a legacy for the community of Clinton County because Glover's means something. I could go down to Indianapolis and people would talk about Glover's ice cream. I'd go to Monticello, people would talk about Glover's ice cream. We thought it was so important. And so scraping up all our money, we put it together. And, you know, praise the Lord, some checks are starting to come in, and that's a real blessing, so we're thankful for that. Wesley Manor bought some ice cream today, so that's a real blessing. But for you to have some tonight. But the reason, the purpose that we believe that in small business, America was founded on the backs, the sweat, the blood, and the tears of mom and pop businesses around this country. And Glover's was one of those. It has been one of those. And we are proud and excited to be able to continue the name of Glover's. And we pray that it's going to be, hey, watch out. We've got a lot of great things planned. And I think it's going to be an incredible journey. And guess what? You are all a part of it. Whether it be butter pecan, vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, you are all part of it. And I could not be more excited to stand here today, not only as the Clinton County Chamber of Commerce Director, not only as the pastor of New Hope Church, or a board member of several different boards. We got the crossing banquet tomorrow night that we still have some seats for. You can come to and hear about the crossing. It's a great ministry, The Crossing is an incredible ministry. I invite you to be a part of that. But all of those things set aside, I am so excited to be a business owner in Frankfort, Indiana.
Shan, would you mind coming right over here? The first time I ever got to tell Shan Sheridan what to do. And we didn't disagree.
That happens all the time.
Bob, would you mind? Shan, we appreciate your passion. Always have. Everybody in this room appreciates your passion. Those guys behind you, you just walked in, appreciate your passion.
Hey, and this guy just made the best decision of his life. He accepted Jesus Christ into his life.
And that's what makes tonight even more special, or makes it why we're here. I wrote down my words to be very precise because I didn't want to miss a thing. Today it is my great privilege to present one of Indiana's highest honors, the Sagamore of the Wabash. Whose impact on our community has been nothing short of extraordinary. This award is reserved for those who've given their time, talent, and energy to make Indiana a better place. And today we honor someone who has embodied that spirit for over 40 years. Shan Sheridan, or Shan. Dedicated and member of our community, wearing many hats with unwavering commitment, minister of New Hope, Shan has touched countless lives through his compassionate ministry, offering solace and support during life's most challenging moments, whether through hospital visits, counseling, officiating weddings, or funerals. Shan has been a steady, comforting presence in our community, always ready to lend a helping hand. But Shan's contributions don't stop there. For over 20 years, he serves as the Chief Executive Director of the Clinton County Chamber of Commerce. Under his leadership, our community has had remarkable growth and development. Shan has been instrumental in expanding the Frankfurt Industrial Park, developing vital infrastructure along State Road 28 I-65, spearheading new housing, projects like Benares Point. His vision has driven the economic vitality of our county. You have created opportunities and you have improved the quality of life for all of us. But Shan's commitment to our community extends far beyond his official roles. He serves on various boards, including the Crossing School at the Kokomo Rescue Mission. He's devoted countless hours to mentoring and guiding our youth. Whether on the football field, as a coach, or leading a youth group, Shan has been a beacon of inspiration, shaping the future of our community through his dedication to these young people. Through all of these efforts, Shan has been a driving force in numerous projects that have transformed our community. His work in improving infrastructure, housing, and employment opportunities has left an incredible mark on Clinton County, making this a better place for all of us to call home. It is for these reasons and so many more that we can't share tonight. We gather here to recognize and celebrate Shan Sheridan's extraordinary contribution. Shan, your tireless service, visionary leadership, and deep compassion have truly made a difference in the lives of countless individuals in the future of this community. It is my distinct honor as your rep, but more importantly as your friend, to present to you the Sagamore of the Wabash. Congratulations, Shan, and thank you for all you have done and continue to do for this community and for the great state of Indiana.
Thank you. A lot of that was said was great, but a lot of hyperbole, and I appreciate the niceties and the kindness again, but it's nothing short of what you do each and every day. You get up, you go to work, you do your thing, and that's what makes this community so great. Over 5,000 people work in that industrial park every day, and I'm so thankful that we have such a blessing. So thank you for all that you are and do and mean to this community. You are the backbone not only of the state of Indiana, but the country, and I mean that sincerely. I love Indiana. Indiana is one of those states that I was watching a video last night that they were downing. They were saying Indiana's the runt state of the Great Lakes, and it was pissing me off. I was so angry that they were talking about Indiana the way it was. I said they were talking about how Great Lakes and they were talking about Detroit being such a great. I'm thinking, are you kidding me? Have you been to Detroit? And I look at what we have in this state, and it's amazing. But it all starts right here on the local level. So, you guys are going to run extra the next time I see you. And hey, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I greatly appreciate it. I think there's some ice cream that we need to eat.